I'm Trey and I live with chronic persistent pain. I used to believe that food was calories, food was just energy that kept your body going forward through space. Now I view food as medicine. What am I consuming and how does that affect my brain? I realized much of what I was eating was exacerbating my headaches. Like really simple things like sugar and coffee and certain wheats and simple carbs. I still think it's important to eat, have tasty treats every now and then, especially chocolate, but all those sweet things in moderation.
My name's Leah Brandis, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. So eating a healthy diet can certainly impact the amount of energy that you have and your ability to exercise and just be physically active and participate in your daily life. Body weight can affect your pain by increasing the stress on your joints, and also fat cells can contribute to inflammatory molecules being in your body.
My name is Travis Lovejoy. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Psychiatry and School of Public Health at Oregon Health and Science University, and a psychologist and research investigator at the VA Portland Healthcare System. Changing your nutrition can be extremely difficult. For many people, there's a strong emotional connection to food. It serves as an immediate stress relief and coping mechanism. But over time, an unhealthy pattern develops in which we turn to often unhealthy foods to cope with these negative emotions.
So when you're sitting down at the table and thinking about what's actually on your plate in order to support decreased pain levels, make sure that at least half your plate is full of vegetables. That's going to be really important because all sorts of vegetables, including a rainbow, lots of different colors, can be really good. And then having some whole grains, so brown rice or some quinoa might be helpful. And then some lean protein would be really good. So making sure half your plate is full of fruits and vegetables, and then some lean protein and some whole grains. You might want to consider avoiding high saturated fats and red meats, and also simple carbohydrates like sugar, white bread, and pasta can also cause increased inflammation. It's important to stay well hydrated, so drinking plenty of water can also reduce your inflammation and improve your pain levels.
When implementing a nutrition plan, utilizing food diaries or other tracking mechanisms can be extremely helpful. And it can also remove unhealthy foods, which can be temptations, from the home.
Having the people that you live with be on board with what you're trying to do, and also having professionals that you can check in with and hold you accountable can be really helpful. Having a food diary can be really helpful because then you can look back at the past week and see what may have led up to some increased pain levels you may have. Or if you're having a really good week, you can look back and see what types of foods you're eating and see what is correlating with having decreased pain. I would recommend making small changes at first because it can be really overwhelming when you take a look at all the things that you might want to change eventually. So take small steps and make some small changes and celebrate those wins when you do succeed in incorporating some of those changes into your diet. And then you can just continue to add in a little bit of change over some weeks and months.
There will inevitably be hiccups along the way. Slips are common, they happen to everyone. And if you do slip up, it's important that you regroup and try to get back on your nutrition plan the next day. If you find that implementing multiple dietary changes all at once is leading to failure, try scaling it back to just 1 or 2 dietary changes at a time.
Not only will you be making dietary changes that will hopefully impact your decreased pain levels, but making changes to your diet will likely also impact your life, and you'll likely see benefits of increased energy level and improved mood, better sleep quality, and you'll likely feel more physically active. Don't beat yourself up if you find yourself not following the recommendations, because it's going to take a long time to incorporate it into your actual habits. And so be gentle with yourself and make sure that there's people there in your corner to support you.
My name is Michelle Maricos. I'm a certified peer support specialist and person living with pain. Nutrition is very important to people living with pain. We want good, healthy foods. We really want to stay hydrated. Hydration is key to living with pain. And a very good, solid, plant-based diet. Asking your doctor for general diet recommendations is a really great way of starting a conversation about nutrition. Possibly asking for a consultation with a nutritionist. That would be a really great way to learn more about nutrition. Nutrition is essential to living with pain.